Hey everyone, welcome to This Week on DC on TV. We look at all the DC Arrowverse shows on CW and tell you what we think. I'm Justin.
I'm Pablo.
And today we're starting off with the first episode, mid-season premieres. They were back after the hiatus, and we start off with Supergirl. What do you think of Supergirl this week?
The episode was fine. It didn't really do it for me. I don't really like the villain that's behind this roulette.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see a little more from actually being in another planet.
Yeah, I really didn't like it that much. I mean, it didn't really do, the story didn't really do anything. The best part of the show is that, to me, is that it set up Mon-El better, because the aliens, they see Mon-El and they're like, oh, because when they go into outer space, they see Mon-El and they're like, oh, we should not attack him for some reason, right?
Mm-hmm. They say not him.
Yeah, whatever that means. What do you think that means?
I mean, I know what they mean.
Spoilers. What does it mean?
It means in the comics, he's the prince
Of that planet?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And there's like the royal guards, so they're sworn to protect him.
How come he doesn't know it then?
Does
he know? He doesn't know.
Here's the thing. I think that he knows. I'm not sure if that's what they're going to follow, because they're going to take their liberties with the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if they are his guardians or they're just sent by his guardians looking for him. But I think that's the whole thing. Him saying, or that's my theory on it, that he lied about being, he was saved by the prince. He was the prince.
He is the prince.
Yeah, and he's the one that escaped.
I remember that episode. Yeah.
That's what I think they're doing with it.
I don't know. You think it's going to work around with that lady that you don't like?
Roulette or...
Sure. We haven't even seen the Mama Luther in a while, have we?
That is true. It's been...
She hasn't been around like at least 4 weeks. Has it been 4 weeks? She wasn't in that dumb crossover one that had nothing to do with the crossover.
Yeah, that whole episode. Was she? I
thought just the daughter was. It's been a while, folks.
No, that's why I didn't really enjoy the episode. I don't really like Roulette as a character. And then...
I barely remember she was... I just remember going, I've seen this person before.
That just raises more questions. Like, how did she come in contact with the aliens, and why did they agree to work with her?
Yeah.
I guess we'll probably get an explanation, but it was just fine for me.
Other than that, it's not that good of an episode, right? This is definitely at the bottom, I would say.
I liked Wynn's whole thing.
Yeah, Wynn was the best part, and then the Mon-El stuff. That's about it, right? That's the only takeaways I would take.
Pretty much.
Wynn was the best. That Mon-El stuff, that's pretty much...
It was a good episode for him.
Yeah, just those two. You don't even get any John, Guardian, and Jimmy are barely in it.
That is true. Yeah, they're there.
There's really
sparingly.
Even
they went big for Supergirl.
What's her sister, Alex? Even Alex isn't in it that much, right?
Yeah, she has a small story.
But yeah,
it was just
Wynn's
fine.
The main story, but yeah, besides those two, the other main plot not very good.
Yeah, I was gonna throw in that. It seemed like they used a huge amount of the budget on that opening scene.
That's why we didn't get John or Guardian as much. We just mostly got Supergirl, which makes sense if they're going to.
You also had a problem with that. You were telling me off camera.
Yeah, I didn't like that. She's chasing these bad guys, and when she's flying, she gets hit with a bazooka, and then it pushes her back. When in Batman v Superman, we saw Superman able to take that and power through it. I don't get that. She could just be weaker. I don't know,
but that was Supergirl. Moving on, we have the Flash.
Yeah,
Flash. Did you, after an okay Supergirl, how was the Flash for you?
It was just okay. I didn't think it was that great. I mean, the best part to me was all the stuff with Malfoy and what's her name, Caitlin Snow. That was the best part of it to me.
Julian,
he's part of the. He'll always be Draco Malfoy to me.
So Julian,
him and Caitlin's relationship's pretty cool. I like that he's getting part of Team Flash. Do you?
What I didn't like was that they even had to debate about it. It's like he's the leading researcher in that field, and you're gonna say no?
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Well, he's kind of a douche.
I mean, he's still more valuable.
But you get what I'm saying. He doesn't like Barry.
It doesn't matter. It's still...
Yeah.
It's not... You have one of the top scientists in the world. I would want him helping out.
All right, but other than that, though, did you like the episode?
It was just a fine episode.
Which was better, this one or Supergirl?
I'm going to say Flash was better. Not by much, though.
Which would you... If I had to tell you to rewatch one right now, which one would you pick?
I'd probably pick Flash just because they went more into, I guess, more storylines.
Yeah.
They had the Caitlyn Julian.
Yeah.
They had the we gotta rewrite the future.
Yeah, there was the stuff with Iris was good, and the stuff with like Vibe in them was good. But other than that, it was just I felt like the thing that I had a problem with was that we left last episode with like this, oh my god, he sees Iris dying in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first episode back is, let's try to stop that right now. I was like, wouldn't this be better if that was always something he kept seeing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just kept drawing it out all episode, you know? Or all season, I mean? Wouldn't that have been better or no?
Yeah, and then that's another thing that it's just, you know, these past 2 seasons were like, oh, no more keeping secrets. We can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then right away he has 2 secrets now.
What
he's got
she's gonna die.
that
Well, he
she's
tells
gonna
her.
die. Yeah, but he was still hiding a secret. And then that they choose not to tell Joe.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I
all right.
guess.
You tell everyone and then not Joe. It for a whole show keeping on, let's not keep secrets. It's just seeing it 3 seasons prominently.
Is it bad that I really wanted to be at that housewarming party at the end?
You always want to be at the parties.
Do they not look off the hook?
They look fine.
I need friends, guys. I need friends that have housewarming
But
parties to invite
2
me
more
to.
major things that I...
Okay.
Well, one major thing that I didn't like was that Barry asked a writer, HR, do you think I can rewrite the future? Even though he's a scientist, it just... I don't know. It's something...
Is Wells really a scientist? I thought
No,
was
he's
just-
a writer.
Yeah, that's why.
So why is Barry going
I
over?
see.
Why is Barry asking him?
I
Do
see
you
what
think
you're
I
saying.
can rewrite the future? To a writer,
Yeah,
like I don't know.
yeah. I see.
don't
I
get
agree
thoughts
with
on
that. Cisco's not as douchey anymore this season.
I mean that is one of my ups
In
is
general.
that friendship is finally happening.
Yeah.
We
again.
it's always good to see that friendship because
Yeah.
we get so many good moments, comedic moments. It took
We
until
got
now.
him making Back to the Future references. We got.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, though, I didn't think it was that good of an episode.
Yeah, it was
either.
just-
It just went along. Not a lot of Joe either.
That is true, but they are keeping him out of the loop.
Moving on to the new order that they have now, because Legends is on after Flash.
A new night was gonna hurt it. It's gonna take some time.
I think
I want to see the
should help
numbers.
It should help it
It
because it's
should.
getting the lead in from Flash.
Mm-hmm.
But what did you think of
So-
the episode?
I had problems with it just
You have
because
problems
it
with
was
life.
so. I don't like episodes that rely heavily on like. The whole episode was, oh, here's Star Wars, here's Indiana Jones, and that's what I didn't really like, because this is a show about time travelers that can be its own thing. It didn't really have to depend on these other things.
That's the fun of
heavily.
time travel. You run into.
This episode was fine. I think it was probably the second best episode of the week.
To me, as of right now, yeah, I'd say second best.
But
Up until this point, though, it was by far the best.
I mean,
For me.
I didn't like all that stuff. For the people that did enjoy it, it's there.
It doesn't
And-
even have to do with that, though. For me, honestly, like, I know I'm the bigger Star Wars fan, Indiana Jones fan between the two of us, but still, I really liked it because of the Rip Hunter stuff. I want to see where that goes. And then it leaves me hanging like, okay, now the Legion's got him. What are they going to do to him? And what
But
happened
see,
to him? It asks so many more questions that I
Yeah,
was so more
but
interested
I would rather it focus on him other than, oh, look who happens to be his roommate. It's George Lucas.
in. It's not his roommate. It's his assistant director.
Whatever. I'd rather it
Pay
just
attention, dude.
be. Oh, really? You're telling me when you can't even remember what happened on Supergirl?
Hey, look.
I'd rather it just be.
So you're
about
telling me that
the
it's not
team.
possible that 2 of the most smartest people on the crew would be dumb because George Lucas doesn't make Star Wars and Indiana Jones now? Is that what you're telling me? You don't find that believable?
All right. How about you pick one then instead of trying to shoehorn both in? How about that? Do
That's
you
my
at least
only-
agree on that?
When you told me you had problems with it and I saw that, I was like, this is definitely what it's going to be about.
It
I knew
is.
you were going to pick that as your problems with it.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's a fine episode, and I still rate it the second best episode I saw this week.
Yeah, it's better than
Even
Flash
though if
and
I had-
Supergirl.
Even though I have this major problem with it, I'll throw in. Anytime I hear the Wilhelm scream, it throws me out of any movie. You know this because
But
I tell you every
that
time.
was just doing it in honor of Indiana Jones and Star
I
Wars.
don't care. You know this because I bring this up every time
And
I
it
hear
was
it.
the 70s or 60s, whatever.
I hear it every time. It throws me out of the movie. I didn't enjoy it.
You think director Rip Hunter's good?
I wish I could have known more about his work, but
I
no,
wish I did
I'd
too.
rather I got pure Star Wars reference.
You got
and
more George
Indiana
Lucas.
Jones. Do you like the Beast story? The Stein and Rory.
It was okay.
Rory.
Yeah.
Mick?
It's Mick. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was okay. I honestly wanted there to be something in his head, though.
There was.
I thought he said there wasn't.
It wasn't working.
Yeah.
But he did have.
That's what I meant. I thought it was that causing it. Because then I was like, oh, that's an easy explanation of how we're going to bring him back. There's a little piece of him in that little thing. That was... Because then now I'm still wondering, okay, spoilers, we know he's coming back and joining the Legion.
Well, see, I'd rather see that than what you're saying. Than seeing
that's how
yeah,
they bring him back is somehow...
I'd rather the whole episode have focused on that than George Lucas.
Well, that's my question is, if he's coming back with the Legion, how are they bringing him back? He's dead. The only way that we had a remnant
I don't know,
of him...
Justin. It's not like they just captured a stick that rewrites time and alternate.
Then you're going to waste it on that one guy?
I
Really?
don't know. I'm sure that's how he's coming back.
Ah.
So I just thought this episode was all right.
I liked it.
I did have major problems with it, but...
So moving on with that, I would say it's our best episode of the week was Arrow.
I agree.
What do you think of Arrow this week?
Like you said, it's the best episode that we
Easily,
saw.
right?
Yeah, it wasn't the best episode, but it's still
The best of these four, easily.
easily best of the four.
Yeah.
What are some things that you enjoyed about it?
That whole scene at the end was really good where, like, even, what's his name? What's the bad guy's name? Prometheus?
Prometheus?
Is that his name? Is that the guy? Or was it Vigilante? Who was the guy at the end that Arrow fought?
Prometheus.
Yeah, when Prometheus is like, you have to choose. You either save Felicity or you catch me. That was cool. And then he kind of just forced his hand, though, and threw him in the Felicity Black Canary storyline. What do you think of Canary being back?
I liked it. I mean, I don't think they should have killed her off last season.
Yeah.
I think it was just a bad move.
Think she's going to turn good, though?
Here's one thing I
her
didn't
being
like.
Bad.
They kind of teased that they want to do something with her, but right away the episode ends with them, I guess, appearing to be trying to recruit that new girl who has the same powers. What was the point of that?
Yeah, don't bring back this girl. We're just going to find a new Black Canary. Right?
See, yeah, that's one major thing I had a problem with it. It didn't make sense. You're setting up this whole story, and then, oh, wait, we might go with this other girl.
Yeah, and then even, like, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but like even like the promo for next week is that they're like, we got a team, you want to join us kind of thing.
So yeah, I didn't even check out the promo.
Yeah,
that's horrible then. What was the point of this episode?
They're pitching to her to get her on the team. But yeah, anyways, back to this one. I really wish they would have done more Laurel and Oliver stuff, because that's what in the comics, like, that's like the Clark Kent and Lois Lane stuff, right? Like, we never really got that. We never really got, like...
I don't think we are.
Honestly. I know, and then, like, now that they're teasing us with her on the show again, it's like, now she's bad, though. I mean, what happened to Speedy?
She went to a conference somewhere. She'll be back.
I don't like Speedy-less episodes.
Another thing I don't like,
but go on.
There wasn't enough action. We had one fight at the end.
It was a good fight, though.
It was a great fight. But, I mean,
Even Felicity got a punch in, literally.
That's one thing I hated. Why'd she run into battle? There was no reason for her to run in
She felt emotionally invested because of Canary. She let Canary out.
I don't like it.
Did Canary pull, like, the whole Joker Loki thing where, like, she got captured but talked her way out of it?
I don't know.
How'd she get out?
She let her out. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what I thought. I liked it.
I still don't like it. Why?
I thought you liked...
There was no point.
What are you talking about? Don't you want more of the Felicity and Friends super team?
God. If it really ends up to be something like that towards the end of the season, honestly, you might have to find a new host.
Again, the ray of sunlight, the dark bleakness of negativity.
Yeah, right.
All right, and
Should
that has
see
been
you every day. Go for it.
I hate you. And that has been our reviews this week. So we're going Arrow, Legends, Flash, Supergirl.
Yep.
What do you think about next week? Anything you're looking forward to?
Also, since the way Arrow is heading...
Oh my god, we're still on this.
Let's see what shows you guys recommend for us to watch down below in the comments.
And that has been this week's show. Let us know what you thought about this in the comments. Let us know what other DC things, or just things in general you want us to watch. And also, let us know what you thought. Did you love Legends and Arrow like I did, or did you hate everything but still say everything was just okay like Pablo?
It was okay.
But you had so many negative things. I didn't have anything wrong with that episode, and I enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video and help us out.
And if you want, follow us on Instagram where we post movie reviews occasionally.
Yeah, it's like this, but without having to see our faces.
Are we clear?